Welcome to G Fun Facts Online, where we decode the science behind our amazing world. Have you ever watched a football player make an impossible leap for a catch? Or a basketball player twist mid-air to sink a shot? Or maybe you've felt that heart-stopping jolt when a car brakes suddenly. In these moments of incredible athleticism and jarring force, there's a hidden world of physics at play. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the unseen forces that govern our bodies and exploring how a field called biomechanics is revolutionizing the battle against injury. At its heart, biomechanics is the science of how living things move. It's a blend of biology, mechanics, and physics that helps us understand the forces our bodies create and endure. When it comes to injuries, biomechanics acts like a forensic detective. It helps us reconstruct the scene to figure out exactly what went wrong. Every injury, whether on the sports field or in a car crash, is fundamentally about a massive, rapid transfer of energy. When the forces acting on the body are greater than what our bones, muscles, and ligaments can handle, damage occurs. This can be a crushing force, a high-speed impact, or even a tearing of internal organs when the skeleton moves, but the organs lag behind due to inertia. Let's step into the arena. One of the most feared injuries in sports is the ACL tear. That's the anterior cruciate ligament, a key stabilizer in your knee. By using detailed video analysis, biomechanists have discovered that most ACL injuries in sports like soccer and football happen without any direct contact. It's the sudden changes in direction, planting a foot to press an opponent or regaining balance, that are the real culprits. The common mechanism is something called dynamic valgus, which is a fancy way of saying the knee collapses inward. Studies show that right before a tear, the knee often rotates externally and then snaps back internally. It's this specific, devastating motion that biomechanics has helped us identify. In basketball, the story is similar. For NBA players, most ACL tears happen during actions like the first explosive step on a drive to the basket or landing awkwardly after contact in the air. Again, we see that pattern of increased knee collapse and flexion. Now let's talk about boxing. A punch from a trained boxer can accelerate an opponent's head with over 50 gs of force. A straight punch delivers linear acceleration, which is bad enough, but a hook or an uppercut delivers rotational acceleration, and that's far more dangerous. Your brain has the consistency of firm jello. When your head rotates violently, your brain twists and stretches inside the skull, shearing the delicate nerve cells and blood vessels. This is what leads to traumatic brain injuries. Ironically, modern boxing gloves, while protecting the fighter's hands, allow them to punch harder and more often to the head, potentially increasing the risk of brain trauma. But biomechanics isn't just for elite athletes. It's making our daily lives safer, especially on the road. Forensic biomechanists use the same principles to understand car crashes. They create incredibly detailed computer models of the human body and run thousands of crash simulations. These models can predict exactly where and when bones will fracture, showing that ribs might break at 120 megapascals of stress, while a leg bone needs closer to 236. This data is gold for car manufacturers, helping them design more effective airbags, seatbelts, and crumple zones. Think about a rear-end collision. The classic injury is whiplash, where your head snaps back and forth. But that same motion can also cause a concussion. As your head whips back, it can strike the headrest, causing your brain to slam against the inside of your skull. This shows just how closely these injuries are linked and why something as simple as proper head restraint position is so critical. So how do we use all this knowledge to get ahead of the game and prevent injuries before they happen? This is where technology is creating a revolution. Wearable sensors, like your smartwatch or fitness tracker, are becoming personal biomechanics labs. They track movement patterns, muscle activity, and fatigue in real time, allowing coaches to spot dangerous habits or imbalances before they lead to an injury. But it gets even more futuristic. Scientists are now using artificial intelligence to analyze massive data sets from wearables and game footage. I can identify subtle patterns that a human would miss, creating a unique risk profile for each athlete. The NFL is even developing a digital athlete, an AI model that simulates game scenarios to predict which players are at the highest risk. Paired with advanced imaging like high-resolution MRI and 3D motion capture, we can see the body in more detail than ever before. From the sports field to our highways, we are in a new era of injury prevention. By harnessing the power of biomechanics, we are decoding the physics of the human body to not only heal injuries, but to avoid them altogether, allowing us all to keep pushing the limits of what's possible, safely. Thanks for tuning in to Fun Facts Online.